unsuspecting residents of Wichita, Kansas have already now fallen prey to Dennis Rader, the crazed serial killer who calls himself BTK. As in bind, torture, kill.
It's really demented.
Then the killing suddenly stopped, and the BTK case would go cold for the next 13 years until
Dennis Rader decided to announce his 30th anniversary.
Claiming responsibility under his alias of BTK for all of his 10 killings in a bizarre media blitz of local TV stations, newspapers, and the police.
He got these Barbie dolls, they were fashion dolls, I guess he called them, where he would make them look like the victims and he'd send them in cereal boxes because he's a serial killer.
Rader also sends his sketches, photographs, and mementos of his murders, along with his detailed writings about the killings to get cops scrambling.
So they had to follow all those leads.
But cops get the last laugh when Rader foolishly sends a newspaper a computer disk that they can trace to his church where he had downloaded it.
The excitement was palpable. The computer people, all the detectives, I was around then, they slipped this thing into the computer and up pops Dennis Rader.
Rader would be arrested near his home.
And then he folded like a cheap suit.
Eventually pleading guilty to 10 charges of first-degree murder.
Dennis Rader got 10 life sentences.
And now he's brought the case back to life. Asking author and forensic psychologist Catherine Ramsland to give us this map he drew just for Crime Watch Daily.
I also have here Rader's hand-drawn key to the map explaining how to find a grisly so-called buried treasure of drawings, photos, and evidence of his maniacal thrill kills and perhaps murders that police aren't even aware of.
There were hidey holes that were never discovered by anybody, and where items still could be buried.
And this is a tape of a telephone interview from prison in which Rader gives Crime Watch Daily more clues to reading that map.
I drew a big circle around it, and there's a lot of different things in that area.
He realized that there's still a lot of stuff out there that nobody has found. It certainly didn't end up in police custody.
Well, a lot of times when I get rid of stuff, I would bury it.
And he talks about his so-called hidey holes on the map.
One of them was real elaborate. I built it underneath the house. I used a plastic bucket and formed a concrete thing around it so he couldn't find it.
Rader said many of the hidey holes are in abandoned barns and old sheds.
There's quite a few of those around Kansas.
Crime Watch Daily is forwarding the map and the key to it to the Wichita Police Department as we also continue to investigate the BTK killer's roadmap to murder ourselves.